or maybe rediscovered, whilst on holiday in Jamaica. It was introduced to me by a cousin of mine because I was trying to find something to eat that was easy and quick and affordable, and we decided, why don't we use some saltfish and macaroni? Oh, saltfish and macaroni, I thought. But I tell you something, it was tasty. So what we've got is some saltfish here that I got. There's a jumbo saltfish cutlet, and this is got from my local fish shop. So I was just going to use maybe just, because I'm only going to do a small amount so I can demonstrate to you. So this is the saltfish. I probably showed you before my other video about saltfish fritters, but this is a tougher one. The one I showed before was already deboned, but this one's got the bone in it and everything. So I'm going to just use this amount, and I'm going to put it in a pan and put it in some water to boil, throw off some of the water, and then I'll demonstrate the rest of what needs to be done to make this lovely, lovely, tasty dish. So this is the saltfish here that I'm going to do now. I decided I'm going to actually have this for dinner, so I'm going to use 2 bits of saltfish. So I've put 2 in a pot to boil off. So here's the pot with the water and the saltfish. So I'm going to put that to boil, and then we will continue. In the meanwhile, I'll be cutting some of this scallion, also called spring onion. So I'm going to be using that with the saltfish. So let's just do this now. What I've got here is I've washed it basically. What I tend to do is cut a bit off here. Just 1 second. And a bit at the top here. Let's just get this going, and then I cut off all the bits that look a bit old. Not just help us anything about being old or anything. Right, so I chop these up quite fine. Nice juicy ripe tomato. Cut it in half first. Yep, and then cut them in small little bits. Small little slices like that, and then cut them in little squares after that. So cut them quite small as you can cut these. So this one will be small like that. And of course, we must always, should have said this before, wherever you're cutting food, always make sure the work surface is clean and sanitized. But I've already made sure that my work surface is clean anyway, so I'm fine. 2 up now. So finely chopped again. As you see, my work surface is quite colourful. That's how I like to live my life. Anyway, so I'm fine. So cut that finely. Just a little bit more. It's a bit harder. Let's cut that again. And do another one. Another half, I should say. Cut that small. Hope you're enjoying seeing this, so I'm not too bored. Okay, chop that up finely. That's it. So that's the onions. Sorry, that is the scallion and the tomato chopped. And now I've got garlic. That I'm going to chop up finely as well. So chop that up really small. Alright, so chop that up small. I think I might use 3. So I've just used 1 clove, one peg of it, so I'm going to use another 2. So be 3 altogether of the garlic. So I'll be taking the skin off. And of course, we must always, should have said this before, wherever you're cutting food, always make sure the work surface is clean and sanitized. But I've already made sure that my work surface is clean anyway, so I'm fine. So cut that, and then I'll be chopping these 2 up now. So finely chopped again. As you see, my work surface is quite colourful. That's how I like to live my life, colourful and vibrant. Like the food I eat and the life I lead. Right, just thought I'd tell you that. So now I've got some chili peppers. So I've washed them already. And again, as I mentioned before, with chili peppers, you have to just be very, very careful that you don't actually rub your eyes with the chili pepper. Oh, let me turn down the fire with the saltfish. So with the chili pepper, so these are basically, I'm just getting everything prepared. So when I'm ready to do the macaroni, everything's already prepared. So I'm just using 2 large chili peppers. As I say, some like it hot, and I do like it hot. But you know, I find that this chili pepper, even though it is hot, it's not that hot when it's all mixed in with all the other ingredients. It's not too bad. So, but it depends on what you can take. Some people can take it hot. Some people need to just try just maybe 1, or maybe don't have any at all. It's entirely up to you, really. But I don't know. I think because of my Jamaican upbringing, we like a bit of spice. That's just us Jamaican. Right, so just chopping that up a bit more. And be careful, as I said before, with your hands now, because you've now got something very hot and spicy on your fingers. So just be careful now. Wash your hands. So I'm just basically throwing the water. Ooh, from the saltfish. Here is the saltfish. So what I'm going to do now is peel off all of this skin, all the black stuff and all the fleshy stuff that comes with it, until it's completely white. So basically it will look kind of like that. So it'll be flaky at the bottom, but I'm going to be peeling that to show you. Right, so I'm back again to clean off the saltfish. So I'm going to scrape off all the fleshy bit here, or the skin. I can put that back in the water. So all the skinny bit here, so it's kind of easy to come off because it's been boiled several times, and it comes off like this. It's like a bit of a jellified thing. So you peel that off. And then the fin, you take that off completely. So when you open it up, it'll be, oops, making a bit of a mess here, aren't I? So you take that all off here. That's to throw away. And this bit here. You can put it in the water to wash it off a bit more. and then there's a bone in it. So look, if you open up, this is where you have to be careful now, because the bone's quite sharp. So you're taking the actual meat or the fish off the bone. So you can see all the spine of the fish. All right, and you take that off. So it's the fleshy bits that we want. So the one that I use, the saltfish that I used for my fritters was deboned already. So I wanted to show you this one because this is actually the saltfish I normally use from when I was growing up. Not the deboned one. They didn't even have deboned ones in my days. Right, so I've got another bit here. So as I said, I'm using 2 because I decided I'm going to have this for dinner. So again, take off the fleshy bit here. All the grey bit, it's all jellified. All that. And anything that you see that's not dry and fleshy. And then you take off the flesh and put it in a little container until you're ready. Put that there that you can see. So I'm taking, and just be careful because I have some very fine bones like this in it. I don't know if you can see that. If you see that there, very fine bones. So when you're eating, and before that, when you're preparing, make sure you get rid of these. But still be careful when you're eating, just in case a random bone gets left behind. So as I said, as you can see it, that's the bone. So I'm taking that all out, all the fleshy bit off, and I put it in the bowl. Got one more bit to do. This bit's got a lot of jellified parts. Look, all of that. I don't know if you can see it. Very jellied. That's easy to get rid of. Oops. Oh God. Dropping back in the water like it as if it wants to go back to swim. Bit too late for the saltfish though, isn't it? Right, so all the silvery skin, that's how I would call it, the silvery skin, and the fleshy skin you get rid of. So all of that goes. All of that goes. All that goes. So this is dry. And that goes in there. Don't think there's anything left. Oh, there's a little bit. Saltfish is quite expensive over here, so I try not to waste any. So let's see if I can salvage this from the skin. It's a little bit hard to get really, but if I can get a little bit more, then I don't give up on this one because I'm getting a bit fleshy. And that's it. So that's how to prepare the saltfish. And that's the bone. That's what you should be left with. And you might find some other fine bones in there, so make sure you go through here and check. Like, for example, look, this is one I found with a bit of meat on it, but it's still bone. And then what we'll do is finally chop this up. So chop this up like this until it's like shredded. Everything's shredded. So you can do it by your hand or use a knife that's not too sharp that you don't hurt yourself, but you're shredding this small. Yep. Ooh, I think I feel another bone. See? Another bone. So sometimes it's better to use your hand because then you can actually feel the bones in there. Yep. So let's put this knife on one side. Okay, let's get right into it. Right into it, the bones. Take them out. And, ooh, another bone there, see? A big one as well. So you're mashing it up into small little bits and get rid of all the bones. Spring onion and tomatoes and so forth. Put it in the same pan which had a planting. That's not a problem. Nothing to worry about. It's kind of almost a nice thing to have a little bit of a sweet taste to it anyway. So that's what I decided to do. So I'm going to put the saltfish in the bowl with everything else. Yep. And then again, a little bit of oil, not much. And then I'm mixing the saltfish. Yeah. Mixing it all in with the tomatoes and onions. Yep. The pan's warming up. Gonna put some more saltfish in there. And now as I'm mixing all this up, I'm going to put it in the pan slowly. Everything is in there. Put this in. And that's it. So I'm just frying this up now. Leave that going for a bit. Gently fry. Now this dish is, as I said, is one that I actually had recently whilst on holiday in Jamaica. And I tell you, I was surprised of the simplicity of this and how tasty it was. It's so easy to do and very tasty. So I was quite taken aback by it. You can even add coconut milk to it, but unfortunately I don't have any today. So I'm doing it quite basic. But this is, yeah, I think is what we would call a midweek dinner. So if you wanted to quickly do something for your kids, that doesn't take too long, this is what I'd recommend. Right, let's just leave this for a bit. I'll be back in a moment. Right, it's cooking nicely. Don't worry, I didn't leave the spoon to cook in the pan as well. That would be a different flavour altogether, wouldn't it? Right, it's cooking nicely. In the meanwhile, I've got some water boiling at the back here because I'm going to use that for my macaroni. Yeah. Excuse me. So I'll show you how much to use of the macaroni. Just take the spoon out. I think I might swap fires and put my macaroni at the front so that you can see what's going on. So I'm going to turn the heat up. Yep. And turn that off because I don't want it to burn. So that's looking good. And then for the macaroni, I'm going to use my special cup, as you must know by now, which is Happy Mind, Happy Life. Let's all live that way, shall we? Happy Mind, Happy Life. So this is going to be my measuring cup again for the macaroni. Okay? For the macaroni in my measuring cup. So I decided I'm going to use about 2 cups of it. If I've got 2 cups in there, that's 1 cup. Yeah, macaroni. And I'm going to do another cup if I can get another cup out of it. Yeah, just so 2 cups of macaroni. Yeah, so macaroni, you can get this anywhere, I would have thought. I bought this from my local shop. This is a 500 gram one, but yeah, macaroni, you can get that anywhere. Well, mostly grated. It's more little flakes of cheese. And slightly mixing in. And because, as I said, I don't want this to get too soft, I'm going to just mix it in a bit. Now I've added my own version to this recipe, which is macaroni, saltfish macaroni with a little dash of cheese. And of course it's got pepper in it. It smells lovely. Really lovely. Alright, so I'm going to turn the heat off. Yes, there's another view of it. That's another view. Have a look at that. And as usual, I'm going to give it a try. So let's try a little bit of it, just a little bit. I'm not having it now because this is my dinner. But let's just have a taster. As usual, you won't see me in my videos, but you'll hear my reaction to my cooking. And it will be my honest reaction. Do you know, this is really nice. I would recommend this. Instead of people going out to dinner every minute, a lot of people do go out to dinner. Nothing wrong with going out to try at different restaurants, but sometimes the good old-fashioned cooking is the best thing, really. And besides that, you know exactly what's in your food. When you go to restaurants, you don't know what you're eating. But at least you're cooking for yourself, you know what you're eating. So, as usual, please like my video and please subscribe and a thumbs up. And you know what? Hit the notification button too. Why not? Yeah? And check out my other channel and enjoy. And you will be getting plenty more, a lot more recipes in the next week. All right? God bless. Bye-bye. All the best. Ta-ta. Cheerio. Bye-bye.